Okay, hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And one friend asked what kind of book is good for a beginner Gongbi book. So here we will go through some of it. So this is a good book, but bamboo is always good. Bamboo is one of the most clean and simple and easy to follow and most characteristic. Usually it's very strong line or straight line, not too much complicated things. And through bamboo painting, I feel it's a very good, very effective, and very relatively simple way to get started. It's only 4 or 5 leaves, no more than 5 leaves, and from fat to thin, not fat to thin, from extruding, extending, and also very elegant shape with some very variation, but relatively there is very much limited kind of stroke, limited kind of curves and other things. And this book has a lot of bamboo demonstration, painting bamboo demo, and at the end there are some are you seeing what I'm seeing? Let me raise it a little bit high. And at the very, very end, there are a couple of coloring page. So it's a good one, but I will not put it in the first priority if you have only one. Another thing is lotus flower is one of the most expressive and the simplest way of learning Gongbi painting. You see, Chinese Gongbi painting always a lot of lotus. It's elegant, it's beautiful, it's with big, huge, and very sumptuous flower petals. It's relatively easy, also easy to control. So this one with all kinds of flower, but the weakness of these kind of books, they are relatively less in color, right? It's usually this black and white, and this book is also very, very. Lotus is always good, but there is a limitation. This is only lotus book. Okay, come to my two most, not yet, I need to show you a little bit more. So this one, Gongbi, so you see they are just, you feel it's a little bit more self-expression advanced level. Okay, now we come to the ta-da, the two of the one that I really feel good for beginner. This is one about birds, and this one is about flowers. You can see these colors are used relatively stronger than this more matured method of painting. But for the beginner painting, I feel it's exaggerated painting, and the leaf, the strokes is not too much out of control. It's there is still like a painting. It's not the best, definitely, but for us to help us to learn and to see better, I feel this is better. So flowers and big, large size of flowers, flower structure, decomposition of the flower, or demystify the flower. So you see the color is relatively simple. You do the outline step by step. Let's go from beginning. So you do the outline and then put in the first layer of color, second layer of color, third layer of color. I think you do not need really color code for it. And it's quite obvious you will not use blue for this, right? Whatever name. You can use brown, and when you see it is a little bit too light, you can put some black or put some darker. It's very self-explanatory. And this is it. And step by step, poppy flower, English poppy, step by step. I think this is really good. And here is the paper sample, the outline sample, so that you can follow. It's quite large, actually. The size is quite large. So all the paper sample is there. It's absolutely for beginners. So you will copy that one and do exactly like this. After a couple of times, you are on your way. You feel the freedom, you feel the control. You can go your way. I think this is a very good. Jiang Donglian, a very good art instructor. And this one, Gongbi Qinniao, is a bird. It's all about birds. So deconstruction of the birds, anatomy of the birds, and some of these simple. And the color is a little bit stronger than the usual color we see in Chinese painting. So it's by exaggerating a little bit, it helps us to see it a little bit better. And the strokes are very strong, sturdy, not too much of the freedom that out of control. Oh, look at the eagle. And the inside is the bird sample and all this. So I think for now, you and I have already reached the agreement that these two books are really, really some of the best. And that's it. So thank you. It's on my Etsy shop. Thank you very, very much for your interest. As for the brush, maybe I will bring in the brush. The brush, Gongbi painting, Chinese painting, all these brush, they have different characters, but that beginner set serves very well. And when you have brush, let me show you the brush. Okay, now let's take a look at the brushes. So these brushes, let's go closer. So this is a pure wolf hair brush. This one is orchid bamboo brush, and you can see the refineness a little bit different, but they serve the same. If you want to have something a little bit upgraded from, this is a combined hair brush, wolf hair and goat hair, and this white hair is goat hair. And there are some these outline brushes. Anyway, if you buy a set, and I can, this is a special time, I know. It takes a lot of, it is a time for us to do something. So if you buy a set, let me know. I will choose and adjust some and kind of a little bit of upgrade, a little bit. What do you think? Okay, thank you very, very much. And also, why do I have a mixture of white and brown hair? Because its strength is different. So your hand get a chance to see different strands of the brush, different texture of the brush. And also, our brush is the same as our pair of shoes of our clothings. If you wear the same thing all the time, it gets worn very quick and damaged very fast. It will worn out. If you have two alternately using, first you get different texture. Second, you get one of the brush taking a break to have a rest, to recover itself, to rejuvenate itself. So it is good. And one of the small one I didn't bring in is the outline brush. It's one of the most important, a very super thin outline brush. Thank you very, very, very much. I love you, I really do. Do, 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 do. Bye bye, friends.